Well, it would help if I was talking, right? I had myself muted the entire time. I'm sorry. There's a lot going on. We got DC. I don't know what is going on with DC. I wanted to discuss that with everybody today. Um, Sorry, I had my mic off. Let's try this again. I swear, I'm like a newbie. I swear to God. Um, this stream may be short. I don't know. It's not the most well prepared stream because I've been prepping for Steel City Con this weekend. Me, Mrs. Dimension, and two of her friends are driving all the way from Buffalo down to Pittsburgh, PA. We're going to go ahead and check out Steel City Con. First time any of us are actually going to Steel City Con. My first con of the year, my first con in a couple years because of you know what. So looking to have a little bit of fun. Going to have some chaos and insanity. I'm dressing up in full Ghostbuster gear. I'm probably going to be sweating buckets. I am probably going to be in terrible shape come Sunday. So we'll see what happens. We're going to be there Saturday. We're driving down tomorrow. We're going to check out the sites. I heard there's a couple museum pinball spots, so we'll check that out. But the course of the stream, and I want to say thanks, Will, for popping in the chat. Will's at work right now, so thank you for stopping in. Now, we got a couple things going on, guys. DC, I don't know what in the hell is going on with DC. Let's talk the state of HBO Max and DC movies and shows. It's an open stream, guys. There is a link pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to jump in, you want to discuss with me, you want to hop on, it's open stream, guys. No hold barred, no censoring. As long as we're talking about anything action figures, collectibles, movies, anything goes. So, guys, hop on in if you like. But let's get right to this. And by the way, guys, I'm going to have something else scrolling in the bottom of the screen today. A good friend of ours is very close to making an insanely awesome goal. He's only 24 away, guys. So please do me a favor. You see right at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to have that scrolling throughout the entire stream, guys. Our good friend Colbane Games, he is 24 subs away from 1,000. That's right, 24 away from 1,000, guys. So please check out his channel. Colbane covers anything and everything you could potentially think of. He does food reviews, Gundam and Gunpla assembly streams. He also does Gunpla reviews as well. And he does some insane game streams. Right now, I think he's doing about 2 to 3 different game streams a night. He's actually live streaming right now, playing some Legend of Zelda. So, guys, please, there's his link right there. YouTube.com/C/Colbane. So please check him out, guys. So I'm going to have that scrolling throughout the entire stream, guys. So please check him out. So let's get right to this, guys. I mean, I don't know what in the world DC is even thinking right now, guys. I'm going to share a little screen for you here. That's not what I wanted. I swear, I can't do a single thing today. So let's take a look at this. Oh, right now, DC at one point in time, the CW, they had a whole slew of DC shows. We had Arrow, we had Flash, we had Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, we had so many. We had Black Lightning, we had Supergirl, we had so many DC shows, and now the Arrowverse has gone down to but one. Technically, Lois, the Adventures of Superman and Lois, that it exists within. It's a parallel world within the Arrowverse. So I guess we could, on a technicality, we could say that that's part of the same universe, but not really. I mean, they don't have. I mean, they have a John Diggle, but it's a completely alternate Earth John Diggle. So I don't really want to classify that as being Arrowverse because they really have no ties to the Arrowverse right now. Flash is the only one still standing. Hey, Demon, what's going on? We're talking what in the world is going on with DC. We're going to discuss DC movies and TV shows. So if you're a DC fan, then welcome. And by the way, anyone who's watching this and you want to jump in on the stream, there's a link pinned to the chat. Just click on that and hop in. Would love to get some opinions on this. I really have no idea what the hell HBO is thinking. Well, it's not necessarily HBO. It's Discovery Channel, who did a merger with Warner Brothers, and now they're going to be a new streaming service. And I just see HBO Max going downhill with that. I don't see it getting stronger. I see it getting weaker. That's my personal opinion. But we had The Flash is the only remaining Arrowverse show, pretty much. I mean, you have Stargirl, but she pretty much has stayed away from the Arrowverse. She's an alternate world, just like Superman and Lois are an alternate world. So right now, Flash is the only existing Arrowverse because CW scrapped Legends of Tomorrow on a cliffhanger. They couldn't even give them like a 2-hour movie on the CW. They could have done that to let the Legends of Tomorrow wrap themselves up, but no, they canceled that. They're canceling everything. I'm not hating that they canceled Batwoman because Batwoman was kind of like it was trying to shove everything like kind of inclusion. They were trying to shove it down everyone's throat, but it seemed like it was finally getting its wings, so to speak. It looked like it was finally gaining some ground, but that's when they pulled the rug out and scrapped the show. Same thing with Black Lightning. I thought Black Lightning I thought was a really good show, but either the ratings weren't there or I think the CW just wasn't marketing it correctly. That fell apart. So now, I mean, we have The Flash, and now it's going to be The Flash's last season this year. Season 9, 9 years. I mean, that's nothing to, that's nothing to sniff at. That's 1 year, 1 season more than Arrow, but they're going the Arrow route. We're getting a shortened season. We're getting like half a season. So it is what it is. I get that. I mean, it's a long running show, but now we're not going to have anything within the Arrowverse anymore. Right now, Warner Brothers, that is more precisely Discovery Channel, with their claws inside Warner Brothers, they're canceling anything and everything. We got this Batgirl movie was canceled. I had a lot of high hopes for this. Michael Keaton was going to be in it. There was a lot of promise to this. J.K. Simmons was going to be back as Gordon. There was a lot of promise, but guess what? They canceled it because it had a budget of $75 million. It went to 90 or 95 million, but that wasn't because of the filming. It was because of what going on in the world, the pandemic. So because of the pandemic, it cost another 15 to 20 million more to make the movie. They finished filming it, but it hasn't been edited, and apparently they don't want to spend the money on marketing, or they don't even want to throw it on a streaming platform, believe it or not. So I really don't know what in the hell they are even thinking right now. Hey, Kat, welcome to the chat. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a different Thursday Night Live. We're talking the state of DC Comics and the movies and the TV shows. Can't wait to see Black Adam when it comes out. Yeah, at least we know we're getting Black Adam. At least we know we're getting that. Because right now, this guy right here, this douche, Ezra Miller, I don't like hating on people, but I can't stand this douchebag. This mofo, he has been arrested, I think it's 3 times this year already? 2 times for assault and assaulting a woman. 1 time assaulting a woman with a damn chair. Now he is being charged with, I believe, breaking and entering. And there's other accusations that are not backed up yet. And I'm not going to repeat anything that I don't have facts on. So, but I mean, honestly, there's talk about the Flash movie not even being released now. They're talking about what they're going to do with this. Here's more talk about Batgirl. The Batgirl movie I thought had a lot of potential. I liked the look of the suits. We were going to have, like I said, we were going to have Michael Keaton back in this one in some shape or form. There was a lot that was going to happen, but now it's not. It's just really sad. Like it says here, we were going to get Brendan Fraser as Firefly. We were going to get J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon again. So we were going to have that, and we were going to have Michael Keaton. I mean, it seemed like there was a lot of potential. There was going to be a Wonder Twins show, and now that's not happening. There was talk of HBO doing a Green Lantern show, but as far as I understand, HBO in general, they are going to stop developing original content, at least for now. Which, I mean, it's sad to say. I mean, when it comes to movies, Marvel has been killing it for the longest time. And now this drawback of they're going to shelve the Batgirl movie. They're not going to release it on HBO Max. They're not even going to negotiate and maybe throw it on. They could have thrown it on Netflix. They could have done something to recoup some of the money, but they're not even going to do that. They're just giving up. They're just giving up, which Demon says, wait, what? Demon saying hello to Fabulous and Vader's girl. Fabulous is in the house. Yeah, it's just sad. It's like, are they going to do a Green Lantern series? I mean, there was talk about it for the longest time. They canceled Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman. Like I said before, I thought Batwoman was finally getting her wings. I thought the show was finally kind of coming into its own. And now, DC Legends of Tomorrow, which is a favorite of mine, I know it didn't make a whole lot of sense, but it was one of those guilty pleasure shows that you just watched for the fun. I did like Flash in the beginning. The past couple seasons, I don't know. Like, the running gag is Barry reveals himself to everyone, including villains. I'm still going to watch the show. I mean, this is going to be the ninth season, but we're only getting 13 episodes. I get that some shows, it costs more to do the special effects, but you know what? If you do shorter seasons, well, then you can spread out more money for either bigger talent or more effects. But I just think some of the writing has kind of suffered over the past couple seasons on here. I like Superman and Lois, but I don't consider this part of the Arrowverse because it technically exists in a parallel timeline or a parallel world compared to the rest of it. What about the other shows? There was supposed to be Gotham Knights. From what I hear, is that this may be canceled as well. This was going to be Gotham Knights. There's going to be Batwoman, Red Hood, Nightwing, and Robin after Batman dies. And there was actually a video game being developed that was going to be almost a mirror image to the show. But guess what? If this show's not being made, that's going to adversely affect sales for that game as well. They're developing Blue Beetle. Is this still going to happen? We don't know. There's a lot of talk that now this may be canceled next. It seems like we don't know what kind of content we're going to be getting in the future from DC. It's pretty damn sad. I mean, right now, The Flash, there's talk that The Flash could be shelved. Personally, I'm kind of torn on that one. I'm torn on it for a couple reasons. One, I want to see Michael Keaton back as Bruce Wayne. I want to see him back as Batman. So they filmed that whole movie. It's completely edited. It's waiting. And now it seems like The Flash or Flashpoint may not even go to the theaters now with all the chaos and insanity, with all the crap that Ezra Miller is pulling. Because those that don't know, he got arrested again. This time not for assault, but for breaking and entering. This guy, he's just so unhinged. I don't know what's going on. But the future of HBO Max, I'm seriously thinking that HBO Max is gonna go down. I think it's gonna go downhill, especially if they're pulling all original content, not just DC, but HBO Max is going to be pulling all original content. There were a lot of new shows that were in development that are no longer in development anymore on HBO Max. HBO Max was also the home for Doom Patrol and Titans, and I was actually digging Titans a lot. I mean, we'll see what happens. Hey, Sleeping. We got the Sleeping Collectibles here, popping in the chat. Appreciate you jumping in. Yeah, we're just talking the state of DC and HBO Max. Like, what is going on here? What's going to go on? I mean, right now, I don't see DC catching up to Marvel ever. I didn't think they would ever, but now their odds are even worse and worse. I think something like this could actually bury DC. I mean, I was actually looking forward to the Batgirl movie. The fact that we were going to have J.K. Simmons back as Gordon, I wanted to see more of his Gordon. I really do. We were going to have Michael Keaton in it. There was a lot that was going to happen, and now who knows if it will. I'm hoping it's going to be a case of Justice League Snyder Cut. I'm hoping like maybe in a year or two we will get the Batgirl show. That's what I'm hoping for. That's my hope and dreams. I would love to see that happen. We know that Peacemaker Season 2 is going to happen. Peacemaker Season 2 is coming. There you go right there. James Gunn, DC future after Peacemaker Season 2 gets exciting update. He talks about that he has another project lined up after he makes Peacemaker season 2. I loved Peacemaker. I thought it was an amazing show. It flipped the script. I'm like, John Cena as like even an anti-hero? I'm like, I mean, the guy can't act, but he actually killed it. He did some pretty good acting for a wrestler in Peacemaker. It was funny. It was original. It flipped the script on superhero shows, and I really enjoyed it. You know, it kind of had it had a Suicide Squad vibe, but just all onto its own, and it didn't care who it offended or pissed off. He took it straight. I mean, it was a great show. The comedy, the characters. I mean, it felt like everything fell into place. James Gunn proves that he can be in Marvel, he can be in DC, and he can kill it anywhere he goes. So, really enjoyed Peacemaker. Can't wait for season 2. I want to see what happens with the surviving characters. Spoilers. But yeah, I'm glad that this is at least getting another season. I'm glad DC or should I say Warner Brothers isn't canceling this yet. But excuse me. Let's take a look at the upcoming slates. Okay, we had Super Pets, which is currently out. Heard some good things about that. The Sandman Show. Now, that's technically loosely DC, but yes. And I'll be honest, I already binged this whole show. Sandman was killer. Now, for some people, you're going to find that it's a little bit slow at times. You're going to feel like in the beginning, it might feel like it's a little bit slow to kind of get, but it picks up pace, guys. If you love some original writing, I mean, Neil Gaiman, an amazing writer, all onto his own, and just amazing. Just amazing. It's an awesome show. They have some awesome actors in here. And by the way, if Sleeping is still here, look what's advertising on this website I pulled up. They happen to have Into the AM. If you guys aren't familiar with Into the AM, that is an amazing shirt company that our boy Sleeping Collectibles actually has a promotion going on with them. So let me just throw that right up there, guys. So there you guys go. Into the AM, awesome original pop culture art. You get 10% off with code SLEEPING, and that's courtesy of Sleeping Collectibles. And if you guys are not following Sleeping Collectibles, I don't know what you're doing with the guys. Guys, follow Sleeping. He does some amazing toy hunts. He goes on some amazing journeys. And I think I might even see him this weekend, guys. So please, do me a favor. Check him out. Yep, that's right. DC, Warner Brothers. WTF, what are you doing? Let's talk this disaster out, guys. Anyone and everyone is welcome. So, guys, if you want to pop in the chat, feel free to do so. And by the way, please do me a favor. Check that out right there. Right at the bottom of the screen, we have our friend Colbane Games. He is 24 away from 1,000, guys. So please, if you're not already subscribed to Colbane, please check him out. YouTube.com/C/Colbane. Check him out. He's got amazing live streams. He does game streams about 2 to 3 times a week now. He's even live streaming right now, guys. So please do me a favor and check him out. Let's catch up on the chat. Everyone's saying hello to Sleeping. We got Chad in the house. Hey there, Chad Schaefer here. Glad to be here. Welcome, Chad. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking the crazy mess, just the insanity that is DC right now. I am looking forward to Black Adam. Gotta wait until October 21st, but I can do that. Why? Because, well, October is my birthday month, so that's going to be a nice treat for me. It's going to come after my birthday, but still, I think it looks good. I mean, good compared to a lot of other movies that we've seen lately. And by the way, Chad, I want to thank you for subbing. Stream Elements let me know that he subbed. I mean, Black Adam, I want to see how The Rock portrays him. Now, if you kind of think of it, The Rock has kind of been typecasted as an anti-hero. He played the Scorpion King way back when, which is a spinoff of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. I mean, he was doing stuff back then. It's going to be interesting to see him do his take on Black Adam. We get Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. I'm kind of psyched for that. I mean, we finally get to see Hawkman in a live action movie. We had a version of Hawkman twice now. One on Smallville and once on The Flash and DC Legends of Tomorrow first season. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. I'll be honest, I am not psyched. Don't get me wrong. I love a lot of the people who are in that movie, but looking at the trailer, it looks a lot of the same. It looks like a lot of the same movie. We see Captain Marvel. We see Shazam. You see Billy not exactly doing his greatest job as a superhero, kind of like it was in the first one. Doesn't feel like a whole lot of character development, but now we get some baddies. It feels like it's going to go for the quick jokes, the easy jokes, the obvious jokes. So I'm not thoroughly psyched about it. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Again, Batgirl, I thought it would. I really was psyched for Batgirl, and now to know that it's completely canceled and it may never see the light of day just completely floors me. We got Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom. A lot of people are guessing that Mira is going to die, or something's going to happen, and she'll suddenly look like a different actress. I mean, who knows? The Flash movie in 2023. That is, if it even happens now, with all the trouble that Ezra Miller's in. Blue Beetle. I would love to see them do Blue Beetle. Okay, not the original Blue Beetle. I want the Jaime Reyes. I want the younger one. Okay, that's what I want. Let's catch up here. Ricardo saying, "Hey Dave, how are you doing tonight? Just popped in to say hello. Hey everyone, thank you for popping in, my friend. Yeah, we're just doing a little discussion, a little quick discussion about DC. I got to gear up this weekend I got to gear up for this weekend. Going to Steel City Con in Pittsburgh and technically Monroeville, PA. Looking forward to that. Chad says, now I'm a huge Green Lantern fan here, and the Green Lantern Horror Show has been a slow process after hearing Batgirl getting canceled. I hope and pray it does not get the axe next. Seriously, we've been waiting waiting all of our lives for a Green Lantern show. And Chad, since you're a fan of Green Lantern, let me show you guys something. I picked this up. I picked up Parallax this past week. McFarlane Multiverse Parallax. Hal Jordan as Parallax. It's an awesome figure, guys. I got this for $19.99. He comes with some nice energy blast effects, some new ones, some new effects. So if you guys are big fans of Green Lantern, I definitely say pick him up if you can. You get a nice aged Hal with some gray hair in the back. This is Parallax, so I mean, but we still get the lantern. I like the lighter glow, and we get some translucent energy effect hands here. No extra hands, just that. But that's an awesome figure. If you guys can pick it up, go right ahead and do it. But yeah, we've been waiting for a GL. Grand, yes, he does. Green Lantern needs redemption. I mean, they don't even have to start over with Hal Jordan. They really don't. What they could do is they could start out with hell. We could have John Stewart, and then maybe later on he meets Hal Jordan and gets a little bit of training from Hal Jordan. I mean, they can jump into that. John Stewart's been one of my favorites of all time. Hal Jordan is the OG. Well, he's not the OG, but for me growing up in the 80s, it was Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan, then John Stewart. John Stewart, I was introduced to John Stewart thanks to the Justice League cartoon back in the 90s and early 2000s. That, and also Kyle Rayner. I was introduced to Kyle Rayner not from the comics, but from a novel, believe it or not. I really think they really need to do a Green Lantern show, and I think HBO is the one place where you could have pulled it off. But now that they're cutting out all original content, original scripted content, it's going to be interesting to see what the hell they actually do. Ricardo says, do you think with all the money that has been spent on Batgirl that they really scrapped it? Not that they scrapped it, but they shelved it. Who knows? They could always, maybe they want to wait things out. Maybe they want to revisit that a couple years from now, and they could cut it up into like a limited series or something. I don't know. We don't know actually how much was actually filmed. We know that the filming was finished, but how many hours of content? Could they break it up and re-edit certain parts to make it into like little half-hour episodes? I'm sure they could. they could probably do something to turn it into like a mini series. I mean, who knows? I mean, we'll see what happens. Honestly, I would love for them to just release Batgirl. Look at James Gunn. He re-edited, or not James Gunn, but Zack Snyder. When he did the Snyder cut, he edited that on his computer at his home during the pandemic. Okay, this man re-edited all that footage from both his cut and the Josh Whedon, and he made it tremendously better. Was it perfect? No, but he made it tremendously better, and I think that's what we need. Um, I mean, release it. I mean, the only reason why they went over budget, in case those who are just tuning in, the reason why they went over budget was because of the pandemic, was because of everything going on, testing, health, hiring, rapid tests, spending money on healthcare, all that stuff kind of slowed everything down, and that's what costed another 15 to 20 million dollars extra. And now they don't want to spend the money on marketing and editing, doing the final editing for the movie. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. You already spent this much. The movie is practically finished. Just top it off. Top it off and put it either in the theaters or do direct streaming and let the fans decide for themselves. Okay? Let the fans decide. I mean, you took a risk with the Batman, and Batman was a great movie. It turned out amazing, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So, guys, take a chance. I mean, come on, HBO, Warner Brothers. Not that you're listening to a little person like me, but I think Discovery got their claws into Warner Brothers pretty strong. And if if Discovery is going to throw their content onto the HBO Max, I know it's going to be a new service like Warner Brothers Plus Plus or whatever the frack they want to call it. I just don't see. I think it's going to go downhill. I mean, right now HBO Max is amazing. We have practically almost all the DC content, past, present, and we were hoping for the future. We have Adult Swim on there. We have tons of movies. We have Turner Classic content on there. I mean, you have South Park. You have everything jammed on there. Anything and everything you could potentially want, pretty much for the most part. I mean, HBO Max blows Netflix out of the waters as far as I'm concerned. But it's just, I just don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what the state of DC is. It's falling apart. Chad says there was a Jon Stewart animated movie that came out a month ago, but it's not getting good reviews already. Yeah, I've seen the trailers. I would like to see more about it. But yeah, if you're not hearing people talking about it, either there's no promotion whatsoever or it's not that good. I mean, we'll see what happens. And speaking of not good, we're going to talk about some more not good here. We got Gap After Dark here. Gap, how you doing? All hail Gap. Some other content like this Joker movie, the second Joker movie that they're doing, it's going to be a damn musical. We're going to feature music. I mean, isn't it like Baz Luhrmann or someone like that is directing it? I mean, it's supposed to be like you're gonna have Harley Quinn, but she's being played by Lady Gaga. Um, I mean, nothing against Lady Gaga herself. I just don't think she's that great of an actress. So, Wonder Woman 3, it was announced Gal Gadot is going to be returning to Wonder Woman. Hopefully, they get a different writing team this time around because 1984 was complete and utter trash and crap. The best part of Wonder Woman, the second Wonder Woman movie, was when they're showing the Amazons in the island of Themyscira. They were showing a little bit of, fighting. That felt Wonder Woman. The rest of it was completely just no. It was not good. I mean, one, they brought back Steve Trevor, so they kind of reverse kind of tossed away his meaningful sacrifice that he did in the first movie, and then his spirit is possessing another person's body. And spoiler warning: Wonder Woman has her way with that person, so technically, do the math, okay? Not that no, that's not good. Now, the hero had Wonder Woman been a guy, it would be a different story, and there would be a lot more chaos thrown up about the whole thing. But we're not neither here nor there. Yeah, supposedly the next Joker movie, as they even talk about here, do we really need another Joker movie, and does it really need to be a musical? I'm not making that up, guys. Hold up, let me fix this. Okay, let me fix this right here. Okay, let me fix this here. Here we go. Yeah, so right here it says, do we really need another Joker movie? Does it really need to be a musical? They're really going a musical route with Joker. I don't know why. Ricardo, I haven't seen the Shazam movie, just a bunch of previews and clips on the tube, but I really want to see The Rock as Black Adam. Yes, I do too. I want to see his interpretation. I really think he can do a really good Black Adam. Joker musical, yeah, I can't make that up. Check it out yourself. Seriously. It's a real thing. I haven't even seen Wonder Woman 2, period. Ricardo, you're probably better off not seeing it. Because even Cheetah as the villain, Kristen Wiig as Cheetah it was kind of awful choice. I blame the writing, honestly. Joker 2, a musical. How DC has fallen. No offense to all the DC fans out there. Demon, I'm a DC fan, and I agree with you. That's why this stream is all about, what the hell is going on with DC. I mean, I really don't. What do you guys think? I really want to know what you guys are thinking. Gap, I'm with you. A freaking musical? Yeah, basically. It's going to be a musical. Untitled Gotham PD Arkham series. And that could be interesting, but we kind of had that already. It was called Gotham. It was on Fox. That show was very, very little about Bruce Wayne growing up as an orphan, and it was mostly a cop show for the most part. It was about dealing with all the supervillains before they were supervillains. It was Bruce Wayne as a kid before he became Batman. Yeah, he did finally don the cape and cowl at the end, but I mean, there was, for the most part, it was a really good show, and I liked the character development that they had on there. I liked a lot of the actors that they had on Gotham. Gap says, right, Ricardo, I can't stop laughing. A freaking musical, like you said. Oh, you guys, is this the first time you guys are hearing this? Because I've been hearing this for the past month or two. This has been pretty well-known knowledge here. But I'm psyched for Peacemaker 2. First season. If you guys have not seen Peacemaker, go to HBO Max and check it out, guys. You guys will not be disappointed. Yeah, Gal Gadot is back. DC Expanded Universe isn't rebooting. I mean, it depends on the storyline. What story are they going to tell now? I mean, we brought her up to 1984 in the last one. Are we going to get, her in the 90s? The Flash is no longer ending the DCEU. Whoever wrote this article, I'm sorry, but I have to extremely disagree with you. My hope for is this: if they do release the Flashpoint movie next year, like they were slated to do, and I really don't know if they are, given that he's been arrested so many times. Ezra Miller's been arrested for assault so many times this past year around the world, in Hawaii, and now he was recently arrested charged with breaking and entering. I mean, there's a lot of this guy is so unstable. We need to get him out of the Flash role. Here's my pitch, Warner Brothers. This is what I want you to do. I want you to edit the end of the movie so that when Flashpoint is fixed, when the timeline is fixed, guess what? He's no longer Flash, and we get a different Barry Allen in the suits. Or just recast. That's my whole thing. You can explain away why he looks different now. Maybe he has blonde hair, maybe he has red hair, whatever. Maybe instead of Barry Allen, it's actually Wally West. You guys, listen. It's the comic book universe. You can make anything happen. So the reason why he suddenly looks different, maybe the others kind of notice it, is because of Flashpoint. There's an altering in the timeline. Maybe Reverse Flash did something when Flashpoint gets reset and fix it. I don't know. Do something. Ezra Miller is just terrible. In my opinion, he's complete and utter trash. I've never been a fan of him as an actor. And I mean, he was just very cringeworthy. He was very cringy as Barry Allen. Like that scene in the Justice League where he saves Iris. What's with the hot dogs? That was just that was cringe. That was cringe on like an extreme level. I can't. I just can't. I just can't, guys. And by the way, in case you couldn't tell, I just can't. So let's catch up here. Why is Warner Brothers DC so afraid to take the Disney Marvel route with studio leader and stop having interference from the studio? I don't know. Well, here's who I would like. James Gunn. James Gunn and Zack Snyder. Make them co-chairmen of DC. There's a lot of people you could get. I mean, you could even throw Kevin Smith a bone. I mean, you could do worse. That is absurd. That is just patently absurd. Why DC Joker is not worthy of being a musical at all? I mean, if you're gonna do Joker as a musical, you need a more whimsical. I mean, nothing against Joaquin Phoenix, but we need like a Mark Hamill type Joker personality. Not Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill's getting up in age, but someone who can play that kind of crazy, deranged, and goofy. Uh, I haven't seen the first Joker. I'll be honest, I haven't seen this, so I really shouldn't be commenting on it, should I? Let me know. Kristen Wiig is an awesome actress. I love her in The Martian. I think she effed up her character in the movie Wonder Woman just from watching the YouTube stuff. Ricardo, she did. Kristen Wiig she's a funny actress. She's an amazing comedian. But guess what? She's not. No, just no. I mean, she was terrible in that. I mean, I wasn't exactly a fan of her in Ghostbusters Answer the Call, but I have my other reasons for that. But that was not the movie for her. It really wasn't. Gap says, hey, Rolando. We got Rolando in the house, of course. Everyone's saying hello to Rolando Flores. Saying hello, Will, Cat, Demon, Fabulous, Gap, and Ricardo. Everyone's saying hello to Chad. Yeah, Chad's our newest and greatest. By the way, guys, if you haven't noticed, in the bottom scrolling right there, if you guys are not following Cole Bane Games, he's a good friend of the channel. His channel is 976 subscribers right now. He's 24 away from 1,000. Please, let's get him there, guys. If you can share his channel, there it is right there. www.youtube.com/c/Colbane. Please go ahead and share his channel. Get others to subscribe. Please, it would mean a lot, guys. It would mean a lot. I mean, that's right there. Road to 1,000. Please subscribe to Colbane Games. He's dangerously close to 1,000, guys. He was almost there before, and YouTube pulled it back. So please do me a favor, and please subscribe to him. It would mean a lot. Let's catch up right here. They need Grant Gustin to take over as Flash. Here's the thing. I love Grant Gustin's portrayal of the Flash. I think Grant Gustin's portrayal of the Flash is right up there with Tom Welling as Clark Kent. Yes, I did just say that. It's right up there with Tom Welling as Clark Kent. Do I think Grant Gustin can carry a full feature film? I have to say I'm not confident that he can, unless he portrayed Barry a little differently. I think we need someone who can maybe be a little darker, but also still be as light-hearted. I think we need a Flash who can be a bit of a smartass. Grant Gustin is great. He's great on the CW Flash, but he's also played this role for 9 years. Okay? He's played this role for 9 years. I think personally he's going to want to take a break from that character. If you play someone for almost a decade, I guarantee you need to step back. You need to step back and just relax a little bit. That's what I see. Ricardo says, I already follow KBG. I love his content. Yes, exactly, Ricardo. But anyone if you already follow Colbane, please do me a favor and share his channel to your Facebook, your Twitch, your Instagram, your Twitter. Share it shout it from the rooftop, guys. Share it to your cousin, your sister, your neighbor, your baby mama, your parole officer. Whatever you guys got in your lives. Share it all over the place. Let's get Colbane to 1,000, guys, please. Colbane has been a big supporter of this channel and so many other channels. He's an amazing guy. Him and his wife Nim. We all know Nim. Queen Mod Supreme. Um, they were aiming for 1,000 subscribers before her birthday. Her birthday has come and passed. It was in July. So they were aiming for that. They fell short because YouTube decided to yank a bunch of subs away. So I want to do everything I can to help Aaron and Jen out. Help out Cobain Games. He's actually streaming right now, guys. So guys, please share that to the rooftop. Share it anywhere and everywhere. Smoke signals, Instagram, Telegram. You know, anything and everything. Get the word out there, guys. Please help him. It would mean a lot to me personally. Uh, I'm grateful for all the followers that I have with this channel. But guys, I think personally, I want to get Cobain to 1,000. I think it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot to him because this guy, he works so hard. He's had some technical issues with his PlayStation and computer stuff over the past several months, and the guy still finds a way to do gaming streams. He couldn't do Elden Rings, so he was doing Legend of Zelda, and the retro games are killer. It's amazing watching these retro games, and it's finding a resurgence for him. So please help him out, man. It would be personally, it's a personal favor to me, guys. Okay, so let's check this out. Cobain has amazing, great content. Yes. Fabulous Disaster. Rollando's throwing out the links for Fab. Ricardo's laugh my ass off at your baby mama and parole officer. Hey, I'm from the east side of Buffalo. Just about almost everyone has baby mama. Not me. I don't have baby mama. No baby mama drama here. And trust me, I know quite a few people who might have known a parole officer or two. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying, guys. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're looking at. At least I don't know what the plans are for Batman. I mean, I would like to see what the next step is for the Batman. My only criticism about the Batman was this: I thought Bruce Wayne was trash. Bruce Wayne was the portrayal of Bruce Wayne was complete trash. It almost felt like Superman and Clark Kent. It felt like Bruce Wayne is the disguise. That's how it felt. I felt they could have done a little bit more, but I think for the most part, the movie was amazing. I loved the Batmobile. I loved how everything was much more grounded as far as Batman. I think it really was a great, great movie. The Joker, I have yet to sit down and watch this. I don't know. Part of me just can't bring myself to watch it for some reason. And I really was looking forward to Batgirl. You guys have heard me talk about that several times. But yeah, that's where we are with this. I mean, I can't stand him. I just can't stand him. I mean, at least we have Aquaman coming. We're supposed to have Cavill back, making a couple cameos in the next couple movies. I want to see him do another Superman movie, another Man of Steel or something. Come on. I mean, they gave us the death of Superman pretty much, without the reign of Superman. Grant Gustin, I mean, he's great in the TV show Flash, but I think we need a new Flash. We need someone who's kind of Spider-Man, like who can be a smartass and who can still be lighthearted and caring, but then also strong. You know, at least that's how I feel. I mean, I wanted to Batgirl because I thought it was an interesting take on it. We were going to get J.K. Simmons back and Michael Keaton back as Batman. I mean, come on. Just give me anything that has Michael Keaton as Batman, and I'm there. I will plug KBG in my Instagram tonight. Ricardo, please do. I know you will, man. Ricardo's one of the most upstanding people, one of the hardest working guys I know. And he's always there for everyone. So there's no worries. I know Ricardo will do that. Gap is saying, hey to cats. Gap says, thanks, Rolando. It was just funny. Yeah, trust me. I've made some comments before, and I've had some people just like basically fall off their proverbial seat. Like I have said, obviously, the baby mama and parole officer comments. I've had, slap me around and call me Lorraine. Trust me, I just come up with stuff that people think, huh? What? But that's what it is, a shock factor. What do you expect from a guy who grew up watching, Robin Williams, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor? It's craziness. Why do you think my slogan for the channel is chaos and insanity? So, Colin Farrell, penguin makeup was amazing. Yes, I mean you couldn't even tell it was Colin Farrell. He's a good actor, and you know, yes, he has been in a super. Anyone in the chat know what superhero movie Colin Farrell was in? You get 5 points if you can name the movie that Colin Farrell was in, a superhero movie that Colin Farrell was in. Uh, Gap says they better hurry up and lock Cavill in before he becomes the new James Bond. Yeah, either he becomes the new James Bond or Marvel has been talking to him about Captain Britain. So we'll see what happens. I know he would love to do another Superman movie, but it's been, dude, the years are advancing. I mean, and plus he's been busy making The Witcher. Cavill is one of us. He's a nerd. Yes, Ricardo and Chad got it right. Daredevil. He was Bullseye in Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I want to be a costume too. Trust me, that movie is a guilty pleasure for me to watch. I mean, yeah, the hair thing was just weird, but I thought it was a pretty good adaptation of Daredevil. The Netflix series is an even better one, and I can't wait for the Disney Plus series, Daredevil Reborn, or is it Born Again? I don't know, one of the two. But yeah, he was in Daredevil as Bullseye when he had the actual bullseye target on his forehead and he was bald. He's like, I want to be a costume too. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, I really don't. I really have bad vibes for HBO right now. Not only with the superheroes, not only with DC, but I think they're supposed to be launching a Game of Thrones prequel. I'm sure that's going to fall apart. Right now, HBO Max has been the home for Doctor Who. But guess what? The next season of Doctor Who may not ever arrive on HBO. Because guess what? BBC America, BBC, are actually in talks with Disney Plus right now. Disney Plus is romancing the BBC because they want the new season of Doctor Who on their streaming platform, Disney Plus. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that, guys. Um, I mean, once upon a time, HBO was the spot. We had Sopranos, we had The Wire, we had True Blood. I mean, the list can go on, guys. But I mean, HBO had recently we had the Doom Patrol, which I love, which is another psychotic kind of show. But I love the crazy stuff. It's just like, what are we gonna do? What is going on here? Yeah, James Gunn told us we're gonna get season 2. Who knows if they'll do a season 3, depending on who survives. But there's a lot of craziness going on with DC. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think it's a big mistake that they're canceling Batgirl. I think the nail is in coffin with DC. DC has almost no hope now. No hope. They got no chance, is what they got. And also, guys, want to talk up Steel City Con. Anyone who's going to be in the Pittsburgh area this weekend, August 12th and 13th, your boy is going to be in Pittsburgh. I'm going to be driving down tomorrow with me, Mrs. Dimension, and 2 of our friends. We're going to be driving down to Pittsburgh. We're going to Steel City Con on Saturday, which is the 13th. And they got quite a few people. We got John Carpenter, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend himself. We got Shazam, or Chuck, if you will, Zachary Levi. We got Goldberg, or should I say Oldberg. We got Shut Up Wesley. We got Will Wheaton and Wesley Crusher there. We got Grace Van Dien, the daughter of Casper Van Dien, most notable from, obviously, Starship Troopers. But this was Chrissy in Stranger Things. She was the last minute replacement that they pulled in here. We have the Nate himself. We got Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. We got Danny Trejo. We got Jennifer Carpenter. We got a lot of Dexter actors. They were supposed to have Michael C. Hall, but he apparently had scheduling conflicts. Rumor has it he's just on tour with his band and chose to do that instead of doing this con, which he was originally committed to. But who knows? Who cares? Alicia Silverstone, Clueless, and so many other movies. We got James Remar, also from Dexter, but also was on Black Lightning. He's an amazing actor. If you guys don't know, this guy was in The Warriors. He's been in so many movies and TV shows over the years. Amazing actor. For those that don't know, we got our boy Julian Glover. He has been in Indiana Jones. He's been in Star Wars. He's been everywhere, guys. Game of Thrones. But then we got the T1000 himself. We got Robert Patrick. Of course, he was John Doggett from the X Files after David Duchovny departed, and he was of course the T1000 in Terminator 2. He's been in so many movies over the years. He was also played Peacemaker's racist father in The Peacemaker. So got Eric Keene, of course, from Dexter. Michael Rooker. This one is actually a photo op that my wife and her friends are doing on Saturday. We got Yondu. I mean, Michael Rooker, he's been in so many different movies. The Sixth Day with Schwarzenegger. He was in Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise. This man was, he is Merle from The Walking Dead. He was in, why? I don't even know why the hell they got Joey Fatone here. I mean, really. We got the Soup Nazi himself. We got Jeremy from The Walking Dead. We got, of course, Perfect Strangers. Anyone who grew up in the mid 80s, you remember the Perfect Strangers, Balky and Cousin Larry. We got Terminator 3, Christiana Loken. We got Thomas Paine, who you might know from Prodigal Son and also played Jesus in The Walking Dead. We got Edward James Olmos. Now it says Mayans in Stand and Deliver. I know him from Stand and Deliver, but also from Battlestar Galactica. Amazing actor, amazing talents. We got young Shazam here, but we also got Sean Patrick Flannery. He was in Dexter. He was in Suicide Kings, like it says here. But guys, this guy is a cult phenomenon. He was in the young Indiana Jones Chronicles, which was a show I think done in the mid '90s, which was supposed to chronicle the young life of Indiana Jones. He also is best known for the Boondock Saints with Norman Reedus. And we got a few other actors that I'm not all that familiar with. Of course, Wayne Knight, Newman from Seinfeld, but also Jurassic Park and Toy Story. And Anna Jay, I'm not that familiar. I know she's a wrestler, but I really don't know her that much. And then we have some featured comic book artists that are going to be there. So, guys, I'm planning on spending some bank this weekend on some art, some collectibles. I mean, your boy, I got the cash. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Also, I may be running into one or two other YouTubers this weekend at Steel City Con. I think I might be running into the Sleeping One. So I'm looking forward to running into him, actually meeting one of my brothers in real life. But yes, I do plan on doing some shopping there. It looks like it could be sick. Sick and twisted. Oh, more people canceled. Oh, geez. Jennifer Grey was supposed to appear. She canceled. Michael C. Hall from Dexter. Ernie Hudson. This was the reason why I was even going to Steel City Con. If it wasn't Steel City Con, I was planning to go to Fan Expo in Toronto. It would have been a much more shorter drive. Like, we're talking like, what, maybe an hour or two? Maybe an hour and a half, maybe. Ernie Hudson canceled, but he's filming Quantum Leap. There's a continuation series of the show from the 90s called Quantum Leap about a time traveler. Now, he is playing a character that was featured in the original series in a specific episode, and he's going to have a big part in it. Ernie Hudson, a big favorite of mine, and plus Ghostbusters. I was hoping to get him to sign something, but, things happen. So he's busy with filming Quantum Leap and also filming Ghostbusters. Now, there's a filming project title called Firehouse for the new Ghostbusters movie. They're going to be filming that sometime this fall or even early next year. Malin Ackerman, Paula Abdul. She's getting up in the age. I'm sorry. Michael Biehn. If you guys don't know him, I don't know what rock you've been living under. Michael Biehn was in the original Terminator. He was in Aliens. He was in I think he was in The Abyss. He's been in so many different movies. I mean, this guy is the obligatory, grunt old tough guy. He just survives and does, it's the mission. I mean, he could play a Batman. If he could voice a Batman really good, I think he could. Really do. We got John Carroll Lynch. Most of you may know him from the Drew Carey Show. Mia Farrow, who's an actress, and she's most notably known for being the ex-wife of Woody Allen. Uh, Javicia Leslie, she was Batwoman. So obviously, for obvious reasons, I think maybe she stepped out, especially after the show being canceled. Maybe she just doesn't want to be bombarded by fans. I don't know what the actual reasons are, but that's what I would guess. Anne Heche, unfortunately, Anne Heche is not appearing. She was in a car accident where she actually was received some very severe burns. So she's not attending for obvious medical reasons. And, to any fans of Anne Heche out there, much, prayers and thoughts, speedy recovery. I know she really hasn't been that active in the past couple of years, but it's kind of cool to see an actress of her caliber, from Psycho, was it 7 days or was it 10 days? Something. That was remember the movie she did with Harrison Ford. She's a very good. She's an amazing, accomplished actress. It's just sad to hear something like that happen to them. And they're going to have a lot of vendors here. They don't give us a lot of insight into the vendors. I have looked them up online. I've seen videos. I've seen YouTube videos of these past cons. There's not a whole lot of room there. So that's going to be interesting. Let's catch up on the chat here. I have Daredevil on the original on DVD. I have to check out, Dave. Got a few other channels to catch up with. You all have a great night. Thank you, Ricardo. You're a man, a myth, a legend, man. It's always a pleasure having you here. And by the way, guys, if anyone wants to pop in, if you don't want to be on camera, you can just be on microphone. My streams are always open streams for anyone and everyone. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you want to jump in, feel free to do so. He says Steel City looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope so too. And guess what? I'm going to be filming. Yeah, your boy's going to be doing a couple travel vlogs this weekend. She's in a coma, they said, Anne Heche. Oh, wow. Again, I mean, it's always sad seeing, an accomplished actor, actress, any kind of creator of any kind, go through something so sad, so traumatic. Let's actually, yeah, so it shows it right here. She's 53. Okay, she was born in 69. Now being investigated as felony. Oh wow, that is interesting. Could Anne Heche go to prison for driving under the influence of? Oh, really? Now they're talking about her being under the influence. Wow. Critical condition. That's 1 day ago. Woman whose home was destroyed in Anne Heche. Oh, so she drove into someone's home. Wow. That's crazy. That is just all kinds of crazy. Wow. Crazy and insane, guys. Crazy and insane. You know insane? Okay, so we're about a little over an hour in, guys. Do you guys want to talk about anything? Drop it in the chat below. Let me know what's going on. I'm getting ready for Steel City Con. Like I said, I got an extra battery pack for the Proton pack. Got to shave because I got to look good for pictures, right? I got everything packed. I just got to throw the Proton pack in the car. I was going to bring one of my ghost traps, but I'm thinking I might not. I'm thinking not. I might leave because I have a working ghost trap, believe it or not. Literally, you can slam the pedal, opens up, got lights and everything, sound. But I think I'm going to leave that home because I don't want it to get damaged. I do have an old beat up trap that I guess I could throw together real quick. But, well, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do the pack. I'm not bringing the full-size pack. That's the one you see right behind you right here. That one, I actually have to do some minor fixings, minor reinforcements. I just don't... one, Sleeping's even said that it's wall-to-wall people there. But there's a little part on the pack that is making the pack a little unstable. I don't want to take the chance that something happens to the pack at the con, at least not until I make those repairs. So we're going to be leaving the full scale pack home, and I'm bringing the Spirit pack, which actually has the Spangler wand on it. So we're going to be doing a nice little video on me getting ready for Steel City Con. We're going to be recording at Steel City Con, and then afterwards, and I'm going to try and record as much as I possibly can to make a few videos, because I'm actually behind in videos right now. I have no content scheduled to come out. Just Tuesday nights extreme video game stream. I think we're going to be doing Battletoads this week. And next week, Thursday, of course, we're going to be doing the recap of Steel City Con. I'm going to be talking everything with you guys of Steel City Con, just the whole aftermath of it. And we'll be discussing that next week. What do you think will be the hottest toy for 2022? See, that's a hard question. Okay. If you ask me what's going to be the hottest hot toy, well, that's another question altogether. Honestly, to say what's going to be the hottest toy of 2022, I have to say this. G.I. Joe, I think, is coming out the gate hot. G.I. Joe is coming out blazing hot. I even dare say that, can they overtake Star Wars? That's a debatable question, because one, the Star Wars fans aren't really getting everything that they really want. They're getting little bits. And let's face it, your average figure that maybe a year and a half ago used to cost you $20 to $22 is now cost you $27 to $29. So almost paying almost $8 to $10 more. And now these windowless boxes that they're going to be doing, I know that's a whole other stream there, guys. I'm not going to get into that all like that. I mean, but I'm just bringing up points as to what is going to be going on in the future. I mean, personally, G.I. Joe, I think, is freaking killing it, man. Now, I grew up with, I had a couple G.I. Joe figures, not many. My family, we couldn't afford a lot. So that's why I really don't have a lot of stuff. And, as I got older, I started collecting again, and I started getting toys again because, well, I didn't have them when I was a kid. That's just me. But I think G.I. Joe is coming out the gate. I mean, just how some of their figures look. Figures look amazing. I mean, could you imagine, it's like the Step Brothers thing. Could you imagine if we had these when we were kids? No, it's better that we have them when we're 40. It's true. It's damn true. I mean, let's take a look at Hasbro, right? Those bastards. Look what they did. They're giving me some what if figures. They're giving me Zombie Stark. Now, I said I was staying away from Marvel Legends, but I'm going to have to get Zombie Stark. I might have to get Howard the Duck just because, well, we can get Paul Rudd's head. I mean, come on. Zombie Wanda, I'm going to have to grab that. Zombie Stark. That's all the zombies we're getting right now. I think that's crap. Unless they're going to do more zombies later on. I might get Red Skull just so I could have him opposite Captain America. But then I got to get a Captain America original. Yeah, let's not get into the whole windowless boxes. I am not a fan of that. Yeah, Gap. Trust me, I'm easily triggered. I'm not gonna get triggered tonight. I promise. Or at least I'm trying not to get triggered tonight. I promise. Okay. We got Duffman diorama. Anyone who's in the chat right now, I know we only have 3 watching right now, but guys, please give a big applause. Give a shout out. Give a thumbs up to Duffman's diorama. I found this out on Colbane's stream earlier. Duffman has reached over 1,000 followers on Instagram. So please, guys, if you're not checking him out already, what are you doing with your lives? Please go ahead and check him out on Instagram. I mean, it's right there in his name, Duffman Dioramas, the master of disaster when it comes to dioramas. You guys got to check him out. He says everyone's having live streams tonight. Yeah, well, I've been doing Thursdays. And I know my brother from another mother, Colbane, it was doing a game stream tonight. But, I have to do this because I won't be able to do streams later on. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Pittsburgh. Saturday I'm going to be in Pittsburgh. Sunday I'll be driving back from Pittsburgh. So won't be able to do anything really over the weekend. I'm going to be out of town at Steel City Con. So, yeah, looking forward to that. G-Force. G-Unit. We got the G-Force himself. We got Sean Solo. What's up? He's saying, what's up, gang? Sean Solo, the man, the myth, the legend. Now, let me ask you, Sean, what do you think about these latest waves? I wish they would do a full wave of zombies. I would cop that wave. I would drop money. I would drop bank on that right now. If they did a solid wave of nothing but zombies, I would do that. But I get that they're mixing it up with, we get Howard the Duck and we got, surviving human head Paul Rudd. Of course, we get He Who Remains. This I'm passing on him. I'm passing on him. I'm passing on Classic Loki. I'm probably gonna pass on Everett Ross. Passing on Okoye. I mean, none of those are really. The only thing that's really like this one, I would love to get this. Firestar, Classic Spidey, and Iceman. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. I mean, that just hits me in the feels. That hits me in the feels so bad. This I would get, but I wish they gave us more. Really, they should have given us more of that slide, the ice slide that Iceman would always make. That I would have to get. This one's not bad. The Herald of Galactus isn't too bad, but I like this, and I like the Zombie Stark. I think looks pretty good. I mean, after what they did with Zombie Cap to me was one of the figures of last year. Zombie Cap, I think, was one of the top figures of 2021. Here, I mean, we get like the dried blood here. I think they could have done a little bit better on here. I mean, basically, they kind of cheaped out. They kind of just said, okay, let's take a cartoon version of Stark's body. We'll give him a new head. We'll zombify him. I mean, what they could have done with the hair sculpt was maybe make some patches of missing hair. And I think that would have looked amazing. By the way, guys, anyone who wants to hop on the chat here and actually hop on the chat and discuss this, the link is in the video description or in the chat above you guys. It's pinned right up there. So, guys, feel free to pop in if you want. My streams are always open streams, guys. Never forget that. Okay? In fact, I'm going to throw that back in there. Let's catch up. That's okay. I'm multitasking in his stream and yours at the same time. Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to help Colbane get to 1,000 subscribers. So if anyone in here is not subscribed to him, or maybe, you could do us a favor and share his link to your social media, your Facebook, your Twitter, anything and everything you have. I'm trying to help Colbane get up to 1,000. The last I saw, he was 24 subscribers away from 1,000, guys. 24 away. I want to do everything we possibly can to make that happen for him. But going back to Stark, I mean, it's not a bad figure. I love the zombie head. I really wish maybe we could have, they just kind of like splashed. I mean, just looks like doesn't even really look like blood. Just looks like some brown paint that they just kind of like splashed in a few spots. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely copping it. He's definitely coming home. Let's take a look at Zombie Wanda. I hear you. I did pre-order the wave and singles at Amazon to be safe. Yeah, see, I'm really weird, Sean. I don't pre-order because I had bad experiences with pre-orders where either the wrong items are shipped to me and then it's no longer available, or I've had them canceled, especially through Walmart and other spots. So that's why I kind of stay away from pre-orders. It's just that it's left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Like, Star Wars Black Series. God, I'm blanking. Cal Kestis. I special ordered him, or I pre-ordered him, and he came like 3 months late. I mean, I almost bought him elsewhere, and it's just that was GameStop, but GameStop does GameStop stuff there. This Wanda looks pretty good. I mean, yes, we get the obligatory Wanda effects here. Hello. Repeat. I think she looks pretty cool. I mean, you get the flowing hair. I think maybe they could have gave us a different head. I mean, you get the leg for the Build-A-Figure, obviously. I like the eyes. Those eyes are killer. Those eyes are killer right there. I mean, we could have had maybe a little bit more blood on her. I I mean, they did some tattered coat right here. We get the little torn pant leg, which looks like it's just painted. We get a few sculpt applications right there. And yes, I do agree with you. Sean says that Build-A-Figure is just awesome. It is. Anyone who hasn't seen Moon Knight, you need to get off your butts and go watch Moon Knight this weekend, okay? The Build-A-Figure is we're not talking about this. We're not talking about the lack of a certain thing right here. We're not talking about it. Really? So we're going to be able to do that pose of straightening a tie because that's the one pose we all want to do. Now, I could see that pose for Agent Coulson. That would be a great pose for Agent Coulson, and I wouldn't be surprised if they took this mold from an Agent Coulson. Just no. Just no. How many different close-ups do we need of him straightening his damn tie? Again, he looks like he's going to grab for his tie again. At least we get a little gun here. I mean, no, just no. I'm sorry, this looks, I mean, don't get me wrong, the face sculpt I think is good. It's definitely Martin Freeman, but that's just a no. Just a no. Gotta say no. Just say no. Classic Loki. I mean, he looks good, but this one eye looks a bit weird. You get some cool grain energy effects. Okay, I like that these effects go over his fingers. I like that. That looks good. That looks good right there. Yes, it's weak compared to Cap. Definitely. See, me and Sean are on the same page. I mean, what they could have done was, because it's the nano suit, they could have still had parts missing. You know? They could have had like rust, and some of the suit could be rusted. I mean, just like with a human, you decompose. So if the human body's decomposing, the nano suit, which is linked to Stark, should be kind of rusting or breaking apart. I think that would have been killer. I think that would be more of a better look. Or maybe if he winds up being a peg warmer, anybody out there, grabs a couple of those and maybe we do some originals. You know, we do some modifying, like digging into it and making some rust or making some blood or doing some chunks right there. There's a lot we probably can do right there. I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, the super evil grin is a little creepy right there. I mean, he looks like he should be driving a panel van. I'm just saying. Okay, let's catch up. Gap says, "Have a good night, everyone. I enjoy your stream today." Thank you, Gap. Gap's an awesome streamer himself. Gap Stargate. If you guys aren't following him, please check him out. And oh, who do we have? We have Obi-Wan. I have the Spidey 2-pack pre-ordered, but have to be completely real. I'm happy to be taking the long hiatus. I'm purchasing Marvel Legends right now. I'm also looking forward to my Galactus. Ooh. Obi-Wan, I hope you drop a video for that one. The Galactus. Oh, if I had room. I just don't have room. I still have a bunch of Fantastic Four figures still in box that I haven't opened yet. And I still have a few Star Wars figures Black Series that I'm thinking of selling. But we'll see what happens with that. But Obi-Wan, wow, that picture looks really familiar. It almost reminds me of somebody who's going to be at Steel City Con. By the way, I'm still on the fence. I might try and go for a photo op for him. I mean, it's Danny Trejo. I mean, how can you say no to that? He'd kill you in your dreams. And what do we have here? We have Duffman. Just sub to Sean Solo. Duffman, you will not be disappointed. Sean Solo, part of the 3-minute of Monkey Lizard on the weekends. And also the world champion llama rider himself. You can't go wrong with him. You really can't. Sean says, "Thanks, Duffman. I'll go sub to you." Rolando saying hello to Obi-Wan. GeForce, I'm at a point in my 6-inch collection space to where I have to be really choosy with new stuff. Yeah. Just sub Gap. awesome. Everyone's subbing to each other. Yes, Dave, we definitely need to get him to 1,000. He definitely deserves it. I mean, if anybody does, he does. And G-Force, zombies, maybe Howard the Duck for a shelf Easter egg. Yeah, I mean, I would get it just so I can have the zombie the zombie free Paul Rudd head. I think that just looks funny because I have the cape from Zombie Hunter Peter Parker from Zombie Hunter Spidey, and I could see myself setting this up so I can put the cape around his head, and that would be a fun little piece right here. I'm not a fan of this sculpt, or should I say this look of Howard the Duck, because I'm sorry, but guys, I grew up with a different Howard the Duck. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? In 1986, there was a movie called Howard the Duck. Okay, this was the Howard the Duck I grew up with. Yes, Howard the Duck making out with Leah Thompson. This was a movie by George Lucas, believe it or not. Howard the Duck. That was the poster. He is a master of quack foo. I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing against Seth Green, but this was the Howard the Duck I grew up with, guys. If you guys haven't checked this movie out, it's good for some laughs, some real cool laughs. It also co-stars the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's an awesome, fun movie. Just it is what it is. I mean, and Howard the Duck in the Marvel universe has worked with Guardians. He's worked with so many other teams. I mean, he even worked with Spider-Man, the X-Men a few times. I mean, what can I say? This is how he actually looked in comic books. Looked more Donald Duck than this version. But yeah. I mean, he's not bad looking, but I think I have to get Red Skull to go with my Captain America shelf. I have a small Captain America shelf. I still need to get the anniversary cap. I want to get the anniversary Captain America because I think that's what I need for my shelf. I mean, I already got the Captain America hot toy back there. I got to get that anniversary one. But if I get him, you got to have a Red Skull. You have to have a Red Skull. I mean, it's cool that we get the, that looks a bit too cheap. I mean, I think a few people I know can make some better ones. I mean, I like the look of the Hydra belt right there, although it looks mostly painted. And we get a little scrape right there. Some imperfections, but I guess we're going to get that with him. They should give us two heads with him. They should give us, the disguise head, and then they should give us this head. If this is, I hope this is just quality control, but if this is what we're getting, just nothing but gaps, then it's going to be, this might wind up being a peg warmer. I think a bunch of completionists are going to go for it at first, and I think he might peg warm after a while. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, I can see that happening. Can't find your channel, Duffman. I don't know if Duffman has a channel, but I know he has Instagram. Scarlet is 100% sure not a cancel for me. Scarlet, are you? Oh, Scarlet Witch. That's who you're talking about. I was like, Scarlet. Yeah, he doesn't do YouTube, but he does Instagram, and he does some amazing Instagram photos. I mean, Wanda. Yep, I got what you meant. I had to think for a second. You're making me think here, Sean. Can't show. Yeah, I guess so. The real Howard the Duck. Yep, master of quack foo. Darth Taz. Darth Taz is in the house. Red Skull has been done a bunch. Yeah, he has. And I mean, I like that we get the movie version of him. But you know what would have been even cooler? If we can get the end game version of him. The cape and stuff, but I'm sure someone can do nice little I have the 10 years Red Skull. I'm good. Yeah. Well, see, I don't have any Red Skulls. That's the problem. I don't have a Red Skull, so I think I need one for Captain America. I think the red is too bright. It looks a bit bright on my screen. What do you guys think? Do you think he should be maybe a little shade or two darker? I'm not getting him. Um, I think it's complete crap that we have to wait this long to get this Loki. This is the Loki we should have got the first time around. We shouldn't have gotten the one with his little, his little coat and his coffee mug. No, we needed this one. This one with the sword, the flame. This is the one we should have got the first time around. And it's going to be curious to see how the face looks in person. I mean, I think the other one looks a little bit better, to be honest. But, what do I know? Although, I mean, come on, you got to get Wolverine. I'm not a super fan of the cell shading, but you get you get Wolverine with the picture frame. Come on, you guys know what pose you're gonna do with that. Let's be honest. Who are you guys kidding? D'Artaz Rolando says the villains wave one I even liked better. D'Artaz Rolando Tasman is gone. I am what remains. LOL. So Dark Taz, are you Tasman? If you're Tasman, there's a link if you want to pop in, man. We've been discussing the terrible state of DC Comics. Rolando says the dark side. I sense you in you Darth Taz. So, but yeah, I mean, I would like to get him, but I think there's still a better Wolverine to come out. Although I do have a Wolverine. It's not the best Wolverine, but I have a Wolverine. So I went on AliExpress. I know. I learned my lesson, and actually got this. I got a Play Kai Arts or Kai Play Arts Wolverine. Let me go full screen, and I actually like him. I mean, he's pretty good. He does have some pockets. He does have some cavities, but this is like an anime reimagined style of Wolverine here. And I mean, he's pretty badass for a nice pose. I mean, he does pose pretty well. He can stand on his own, and I love that he's got he's got the katana. He's got his blades out. Although I learned my lesson buying on AliExpress. This was just wrapped in plastic in a like styrofoam container inside a box. But hey, I got this dirt cheap, so I really can't complain that much. Let's back up there. It's a pretty good figure. He says, I am. There you go. Rolando found you, Darth Taz. Just throwing out your channel. Uh-oh, we got the Lack Attack is back. Hey, Lack, how you doing this evening? Just wrapping up the stream here. Went live at 9 o'clock. We talked about the state of DC Comics and how it's completely crumbling. I mean, comic books in general have not been doing that well. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the future holds with everything. I mean, I really don't know what DC movies and TV shows are going to be because we're losing TV shows left and right. The DC movies are being shelved left and right. I mean, Ezra Miller, with his behavior, he got arrested and charged again, but this time for breaking and entering. I mean, just lock him up somewhere. Give him a psych eval. Do something. I'm good. How are you, Dave? I'm getting ready for Steel City Con this weekend. So I'm going to be filming. I got to shave for, got to be ready for the photos. I'm probably going to be the only Ghostbuster there, but I got to represent. This is the first con I'm going to since the channel became the channel. Since this channel started a little over 2.5 years ago, or a little under 2.5 years ago, Dave's Dimension. My logo is me as a Ghostbuster. So you figure my first con back, I got to dress the part. So I'm doing Ghostbusters. So I'm going to be wearing my 80% scale Proton Pack. I I got my full uniform. I'm ready to go. I think I'm going to leave my traps at home because I just don't want them getting damaged because this place looks like packed. But yes, I plan to spend a lot. A lot. I can't even close my wallet, guys. That's how prepared I am. I can't even close my wallet. That's how prepared I am because I know I'm going to be spending bank this weekend. So we'll see what happens. Everyone saying hey to Lack. Uh-oh. We have someone. We have someone here. I think we have a Dark Force user here. What's up, Tasman?
What you did today, bigger boy?
I'm doing good. How you feeling, man?
I'm breathing. Can't complain.
You're above ground, right? See?
Last I checked. What's going on, my friend? Yeah, comic books have gone to shit lately. Somebody told me, has Wolverine turned bisexual?
I haven't heard that, but you know, he's been around.
So like him and Jean Grey and Scott Summers are now in a relationship. If anybody in the chat knows anything about it, I don't read comics anymore.
What?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I guess they just jump in a pile, which I mean is not necessarily a bad thing usually if it's, you know, maybe two chicks, but you know, it's two dudes. I don't want to cross the streams.
Well, I know people who are in those types of relationships, and it is like you said, two women and a guy. So you know,
yeah, I mean, we've all been there, but I mean, I don't know that I'd want to. You know, like I said, I know you're a fan of Ghostbusters. I don't want to cross the streams. So,
no, you know, please don't cross my stream. Please don't.
Who is the?
By the way, Chad, I'm going to show this to Chad right here. Chad's asking if I'm a part of a Ghostbuster franchise. The answer is yes. I'm a part of the Buffalo Ghostbusters in Buffalo, New York.
That is awesome.
Charity cosplay group, and our main charity year-round is Toys for Tots. You can look us up on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Buffalo Ghostbusters.
Who is the dude in the purple coat?
That is from the Loki show.
Oh, I didn't watch that show.
Yeah, he's basically like he's you know, they haven't said his name right out, but he's basically Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, okay. I remember hearing about it.
Because in the show he doesn't say he's Kang. He says, "Well, I've been many things. I've been a wanderer. I've been a conqueror." And you know, that's okay. He's Kang the Conqueror because he's got the purple, and you know, they kind of allude to that. So yeah. But I mean, looking at some of these figures, it's like the zombie ones get me. I want zombie figures, but I think they kind of like I was saying with Sean, I'm like, I think they kind of cheaped out with the Tony Stark.
Let me see it. Can I see it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it back up.
Oh yeah, that does look pretty easy.
I mean, they just threw some little brown paints that just kind of dribbled with maybe a Sharpie or something on here. I mean, if this is the nanotech suit, I mean, he's a human, and the nanotechs are bonded to him.
Yeah.
On a mental level. So if he is decaying, then the armor should be decaying too. That's my thought.
You would think so, yeah.
So if he winds up being a peg warmer and goes clearance, I'm going to be getting him, and I'm going to try and make some mod. I'm going to try and do a mod on him. So,
well, I actually, you know, everybody knows I'm pretty high on the Black series, Star Wars Black series, and now that they're going to where you can't see, you know, they're doing the window thing. I'm actually going to quit collecting because I'm a inbox collector, and I mean, what's the point of being an inbox collector if you? Oh, somebody else is there.
Yeah, I got my wife here in the background. She did her hair up for Steel City Con. She's dressing up as one of the Ravagers, Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's awesome.
So let me see if let's go real big. So she did like purple and red in her hair. She's usually got like a dark brown. What do you think?
It almost has a maroon tint looking.
Yeah,
I like it. I'm a fan. It's quite Wanda-like.
You can really see the purple. The red seems to come through.
He says it's quite Wanda-like.
So yeah, I think it'll be perfect.
You get a vote from Darth Taz.
You get a vote from Darth Taz. He says.
Got it. Do you like it?
Yes.
Okay.
What am I gonna say? No.
Yeah.
It looks like shit. I'm not going to say that.
No, you're not going to say that because you will be sleeping on the cat for quite a while. And then you will become old and hateful, such as myself. But yeah, that's pretty generic zombie.
I mean, yeah, I mean, they just like, okay, we're going to just make this look more cartoony. And it's basically the same body. Unless, I mean, the head, I think they did pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, you can see that the mustache is just painted right there.
Yeah.
But I think he should be missing, like, gaps of hair should be missing from his
overall,
scalp, you know?
I don't think it's a good looking figure. Only one I really see that I actually kind of really feel like I really want is Howard the Duck, honestly.
Yeah, like I was saying, Howard the Duck, I kind of want him because, I mean, I've never seen a Howard the Duck figure, for one.
No.
And two, I want the Paul Rudd Ant-Man head because I have the Zombie Hunter Peter with the capes. I want to put the cape with him.
That's cool. And
put it on like a little flight stand. So, I mean, I just think that's kind of the way to go but I mean, still, they're still charging, as small as Howard the Duck is, and even with the head, they're charging $25 for him.
Yeah, I mean, figure prices have gotten outrageous.
I mean, okay, it's cool. Oh, we can take the shield off of it.
Yeah,
okay,
that's different.
Yeah,
but
that's
do you
something.
really think that's I don't know. I guess it's from the cartoon, so I guess but I don't know. I don't think it really looks like that much.
Well, it's from the What If series, so they kind of, adapted them slightly. Wanda doesn't look bad, but I think they should give us an alternate Wanda head where maybe her hair isn't all flowing like Medusa.
Yeah, I'm not digging that too much either.
I mean, I like the eyes. I think they did great with the eyes and some of the face
really
sculpt a little bit.
Like she looks like both of my wives when I didn't share my wallet with them the way they wanted. So I have seen those eyes in a woman before.
Just catching up on the chat here.
Oh, somebody's saber swollen. Whose saber is that? Oh,
Rolando, his saber is swollen.
Yes. Yeah, I decided to kind of go in a different direction on my channel.
Okay, Chad. Chad's the leader and founder of the Montana Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, very cool. Very awesome, Chad. Yeah, I've been a part of the Buffalo Ghostbusters for the past, it's going to be 3 years this September.
That's awesome.
Proud to be a part of them. Glad to meet a fellow Ghostbuster.
We got
Chad. Everyone saying hello. Yeah. Duffman says, "Hey Dave, I wouldn't mind getting together with you and make a diorama for you to raffle off closer to Christmas, and all the proceeds going for Toys for Tots. Bud, if you would be interested, I would make." Oh, of course. Especially if we can do a stream and generate some proceeds for Toys for Tots, that'd be awesome.
You cannot go wrong with that at all.
Either Toys for Tots or my other charity, which I do independently, is the Ride for Roswell for cancer research. We are going to do another Ride for Roswell, another Stream for the Cure next spring.
That's awesome.
Since this one this year was really awesome. Okay, we got Will. Hey yo, I'm back. Looks nice.
Wasn't he the guy who? No, that was Wilford Brimsley. I was thinking of the guy who was on Quaker.
Diabetes. Wilford Brimley from he was on like what was that show?
Oh, that's
Our House.
Yeah, Our House. Yeah, and then he was on the Quaker Oat commercials for a long time. Yeah,
and of course diabetes.
Yeah. So,
and Lex says, "Dang, Mrs. Dave."
Mrs. Dave rocking the new hairdo. Thank God she
Dimension.
didn't get it done like Wanda right there. That would have been bad.
Well, she did purple and then she did the red afterwards, and I think that's where it gets lost in translation because she's usually dark brown.
Zombie Wanda.
Oh, the zombie Wanda, yeah. I mean,
that would have been bad.
And of course, they went like we haven't seen these before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The energy effects.
I don't know. I'm really disappointed with a lot of the things Hasbro's doing. Which I mean, like you were talking about comics. I mean,
yeah,
comics, just the writing, especially
the blood on here reminds me of.
Bad.
You know what this reminds me of? The Deceased, the zombie version of DC, where everything just looks painted on. That's what this looks like right here.
Yeah.
at least with Zombie Cap, I mean, they did a whole lot of sculpting on him.
Yeah, he looked good.
And to me, he was one of the best figures last year.
You know, and I did
Rightfully
not buy
so.
him. I kind of regret that.
Now,
I don't like that Loki.
I'm not crazy about the Loki here, but take a look at the energy effects. They actually have it going through his fingers.
That's different.
That's what you should do.
Is that Loki from the show? Oh,
yeah,
no, that's classic Loki.
No, this one was featured in the show actually.
Oh, was it?
Because at one point they come across different Lokis from different timelines that were, that were wands or whatever they called it. There's like a kid Loki.
Yeah.
There's actually a larger, like muscle-bound Loki, who, and the young Loki, the kid one, he actually killed Thor.
Oh, really? I did not know.
There is an alligator Loki.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you can't make this up. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, Loki was actually a pretty good show after you get like into the second or third, maybe third episode. It really starts picking up.
That's cool.
But I mean, this energy effects. I mean,
That's the best they've done in a while.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do something, give us something new.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I mean, yeah, it looks like he jammed his hand in some slime or some Jello.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, hey, at least it's something different. And I like that they gave this some texture, like it looks leathery, like it does in the show.
Yeah.
A little bit of texturing, and yeah, he looks like reverse Kermit the Frog there, but still.
That's not a bad looking figure at all.
I mean, the grinning is a little creepy because he really doesn't grin until like his last scene in the series.
Jimmy Woo, what was he in Loki too?
He was in Ant-Man, the second Ant-Man movie.
I did not.
And he was in the WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
He plays like a federal agent, and he's just he's an idiot. He really is an idiot, but you know he has his moments.
Seems like they're getting desperate. They're making a lot of people who.
Well, I don't know if you saw me talking about him.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Everett Ross as a character, but when most of your photos, either he's not holding any weapons, he's not doing fighting pose. We have him doing the James Bond pose, straightening his damn tie.
Yeah, you could actually maybe use that as a Daniel Craig James Bond.
Yeah. But I mean, look, okay, how many pictures do we need of him straightening his damn friggin' tie?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said before, this would be a cool pose or a cool figure, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just took the body that they had for Coulson.
Yeah.
Because that's straight Coulson right there, like straightening his tie, you know?
Yeah.
That's a Coulson move right there. Oh, we give him one little gun.
Yeah, that's... I like the Black Panther, the comic Black Panther looks pretty good.
Yeah, he looks very, very cool. I mean, he's definitely OG right there.
Yeah.
And we get his eyes. Although, look at this. We get, okay, this eye looks good. This eye looks like the mask is not like perfectly centered on the one eye. Right. Like it's kind of crooked. If you can see that right there. I mean,
I just got the remake of the Chadwick Boseman Black Panther. Have you seen that one yet?
I've seen pictures of it.
Hold on, I'll grab it. I think the face sculpt on it is really good. Oh, it hurts when I move.
I gotta find out where I actually have the first, like the original Black Panther that they released.
Oh yeah.
For the Marvel Cinematic one for like the first Black Panther movie.
Yeah.
I have him in a box somewhere. I just don't know where he is right now. Yeah, unopened.
I think this was kind of like a redo of that one, honestly. But they got the head sculpt down really good with this one. I figure with the movie coming out, it might be, I'd say it'll go up in value quite a bit.
I still have this in box unopened.
Oh, that's nice.
The Stan Lee?
Oh, and it's signed too?
Oh no, that's just what they put on the window. It's not really signed. I wish. Okay. Please, if that was signed, please, that would be like it would be in a case somewhere locked.
Yes, indeedy.
With my clumsy ass, you better damn straight. I mean, this is definitely some nice old school, but you know what it almost looks like?
What?
Prowler.
It does.
It looks like they might have just taken the Prowler body and just made a few little paint alterations. The coloring here, this looks more like Tombstone.
Yeah, it really does.
So I don't know how original they really went with this.
there was actually a time back in maybe the early 90s, late 80s where he had an outfit similar to that, though. I do remember that. I don't understand who's Hatut. Who is that guy? He must be from the movie.
See, I don't know. I just like I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh look, it's Snow Panther.
Yeah, yeah. That's
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like this looks fairly decent here.
Maybe that's like the racist Panther.
And I mean, look, he's got
the
guns.
White supremacist Panther.
Since when does the Black Panther need guns? I'm just saying.
I don't think it's the Black Panther.
So is he maybe someone just steals the suit? Maybe.
I think it's White supremacist Panther. Hold on, what's his name? I'll Google him.
Oh, here the Hatot Zaraz are the secret defense force of Wakanda, sanctioned to defend their homeland by whatever means they and their king see fit. So this is an army builder.
I have never heard of that guy or that army or whatever.
Yeah, it says it right here.
Why were they not in Infinity War or?
Well, looking at this, I think this is more comic book than.
Oh, okay.
You know, because if I scroll up to the other ones, let's look at their packaging. Yeah, their packaging is completely different here.
I want that one there. I think that one will be good.
Okoye.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to get any figures from that wave, I think I'd get Okoye.
Yeah.
The sister, no way. I'm sorry. Just sure you know.
I don't think that.
And this is Nakia.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it looks like she has her own suit there. She has like a helmet and stuff. I'm guessing now with the way this looks, and since we got Namor, I think this is like an underwater suit.
Yeah. Well, you know the Build-A-Figure was actually in Thor: Love and Thunder when they were in the Palace of the Gods. He was setting them from them. Let me see the Namor. Yeah, he looks all right. I was never a fan of Namor.
I like the look of the staff. I think the staff looks really good. Definitely pops. But question is, how easily will this paint rub off?
Yeah.
We got the man, the myth, the legend. We got KBG.
Oh my.
Colaban Games. Aaron is actually Aaron. How many are you? Because last I saw Aaron stream, he was 24 away from 1,000. So he is dangerously close, and I've been trying to plug him all stream to help him get a few more in. Everyone's saying hello. New class dropped on Wonderlands. Hey, Rolando. Hey, Duffman. What diorama do you think would be a good one to raffle off for the Toys for Tots? Give everyone a chance to win an awesome diorama for $20 a person or something, you know? Definitely. I'd have to think about that. You know what I'll do? I'm going to drop a poll on my...
some sort of war zone, like urban war zone diorama.
Urban war zone? Yeah, because, I mean, something like that is definitely going to be very versatile. Like, if you do something like urban war zone, I mean, you could use it for zombies. You can use it for, you know, Marvel. You can use it for DC.
For anything. Yeah.
Back to 25. One sub didn't stick. I'm sorry, man. I've been trying to plug your channel all evening here. Trying, you know.
I think I'm subscribed to him. Can somebody put the link in the chat? I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to him anyway, but if not, I'll double check and see. I'm sure Rolando probably put it in there somewhere.
Yeah, Rolando should have it. I'm going to see if I can pull up his link very quickly here.
I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to him, but just in case I'm not.
Yeah, here we go.
Let me see. Yep. Sorry, I'm already subscribed to you, my friend.
Yep. Like I said earlier, you know, get your friends, your cousins, your baby mama, your parole officer, whatever you have.
Friends, Romans, and countrymen. Subscribe to Cobain.
I mean, he looks, you know what he looks like? I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but he looks like a Fortnite character.
Yeah,
Take
he
a look at the
kinda,
face right there. I mean,
yeah.
here not so much. Like the figure, not so much, right? But take a look at the art of the box, and he looks like a straight up Fortnite figure. I mean, take a look. Tell me that doesn't look like a Fortnite person.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
the way the eyes and everything are.
I mean, do you also kind of feel like you might see him at a pride parade? You take away the staff, put maybe a double-sided dildo or something.
Don't say that too loud. People will
Okay.
do that.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Rolando says, "Beat me to it, Dave." Because I pulled up Colbane's. He says, "LOL, it's all good, guys. I'm here to watch you two." Well, it's the emergence of Darth Taz. He's no longer Tasman anymore. Only Darth remains.
I finally let the hate consume me.
Now, this beast looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't have a beast.
Well, that's the one from the TV show, isn't it?
From the cartoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Although, they give him, like, no pupils in his eyes.
I really like that he comes with the soft goods coat, though. That was actually, if you really think about it, I mean, during that time, you had Batman the Animated Series pretty close to that time. You had the Spider-Man cartoon. I mean, that was probably one of the greatest ages of animation that we've ever had, in my opinion.
Well, the storylines were just amazing back then. I mean, between X-Men and Spider-Man. Spider-Man the Animated Series, we had Batman the Animated Series. It was cartoons that had storylines that kind of made you think a bit. Yeah. See, this is what's killing me. I'm not into G.I. Joes, but they keep coming out with these figures that, I mean, even Slaughter looks amazing.
I already pre-ordered Slaughter, and I don't really collect the Joes. I actually split all my classifieds to John.
I don't have any Joes, but I keep seeing some, like when I looked at Bazooka looked badass.
Yeah,
I thought he looked amazing.
I definitely want Serpentor.
That Serpentor, I definitely see a lot of people jumping on Serpentor.
Is he on there? Happen. Have they done him or?
They have revealed him, I think.
Oh, I haven't seen.
I mean, like we got the Ninja 2 packs. I mean, for 44, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah,
to get two figures.
Sick of ninjas, bro. I mean, all they do is change their outfit a little bit. Like, oh, there's a ninja.
And of course, yes, another obligatory Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah, because we don't have enough Snake Eyes.
I mean, like
I like the Dusty.
Tiger Force.
Tiger Force.
I mean,
the Bazooka was always badass. Although I like.
Well, in the cartoon, he was kind of like an idiot at times.
Yeah, they made him.
I mean, like they gave him some extra weapons, and like.
But do you remember in the cartoon, him and Alpine were like best friends?
Yeah. I mean, he looks like someone you don't want to mess with down a dark alley.
Well, why isn't his shirt red though? His shirt was red and the 14 was white in the original.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe there was a licensing thing. I don't know. But yeah, Dusty looks.
I always liked Dusty.
Because I mean, it could be like 1,000, it could be 150 degrees outside, and the man's still rocking his hood and everything.
Does he? Is it just me, or does he look skinny? Like he looks
skinny, yeah. And here's him without his hood.
Somebody needs to feed Dusty a sandwich.
Well, at least they're giving him guns and they're giving him weapons and accessories.
Yeah, I like the weaponry.
I mean, wait a minute. Hasbro giving accessories?
That's crazy. I'm as shocked as anybody. Wolfpack's on.
Oh, we got Wolfpack. Hey, Wolfpack. We're talking. Well, we started talking DC today. The terrible, sad state of DC movies and TV shows, or their lack of. We got pretty depressed just talking about it. So we moved on to other things.
DC just starting over. Except, I mean, the last Batman movie was good.
Yeah, the Batman was good. Seriously, like I know I said this earlier, but the Batgirl movie, I was looking forward to it. I thought it was a nice. I thought this could be interesting. We were getting J.K. Simmons back as Gordon. We were going to have Michael Keaton in this. And I mean, you get Michael Keaton suited up, sign me up for that movie. I don't care if it's 2 hours of garbage. I will watch it.
Yeah.
But because of COVID and everything else, they went over budget. They went about 15 to 20 million over budget, not because of the filming, but because of the production and testing and health and everything and the insurance. Right. And they went over on that. So now they said, well, you know what? Okay, we finished filming. We're not going to do it. We're not going to finish editing. We're not going to spend money on promoting it. It's not going to go to streaming service. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to sit on a damn shelf and collect dust. That's all they're doing.
Well, you know what?
That's a waste right there.
In a couple years, I feel like they'll release it.
Yeah, I think the odds are it's going to go the Snyder Cut way. We're not going to release it. We're not, there is no Snyder Cut. That there is no such thing. Guess what? It happened 2 years later. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that that's what they do. As far as the Flash goes, Flashpoint, he's arrested again for breaking and entering this time.
Dude, why doesn't somebody just beat the shit out of that little prick?
Well, see, I said this earlier. My whole thing is this: I want them to just erase him, and this is the perfect way how they do it. Flashpoint. We know that the Flash goes back in time, screws everything up, and he has to restore everything. But by restoring something, maybe Reverse Flash or something went different, and now when he returns to the present and everything's restored, he's someone else.
Or just
they got a different actor in him.
Just recast him from the kid from the WB show.
Well, that's what a lot of people were saying earlier. Get Grant Gustin, but here's the thing: this is going to be season 9 of the Flash.
Yeah.
If you're playing a character for almost 10 years. No, it would actually be 10 years because he appeared in 1 or 2 episodes of Arrow before he got struck by lightning and became the Flash. So, so technically, it's going to be 10 years. But I also think that he's good for TV. I don't think he's good enough for the movies. I think we need a different Flash because in the show or at least how he portrays him and how they write the character is kind of silly, very innocent, and I think we need a Flash who can be a bit of a smartass. I think we need a Flash who can be dark when he needs to. The whole thing was like with the Flash series, and I'm a fan of the Flash series actually. They've made it that it's not that he's the Flash, it's that they are the Flash, him and Iris.
Right.
I mean, the writing on the show, it just feels like it's kind of hit and miss over the past couple of years.
I've never watched it.
And this is going to be the last season. Season 9 is only going to be 13 episodes, and then that's going to be it for the Arrowverse.
About all I've watched is of DC stuff anymore is their animated shows. Their animated movies are the best ones.
Yeah, the animated movies have been really good, and honestly, the Harley Quinn cartoon is kind of hilarious. Taz, this is how extreme they go. In one episode, there's like some henchmen that Harley is fighting. They're in a lab. She grabs a gun. She shoots this one guy. Shoots a beam at him. He's just standing there like, what was that? She looks at it. She looks at the gun, and the other henchman was like, "Wait, you gave him cancer as a cancer gun."
That's kind of awesome.
It's a really dark and twisted show, but it's hilarious. Like you get like Clayface is, obviously Clayface was an actor, but they got Alan Tudyk voicing him, and he's just like over drama queen and everything. And even like King Shark is hilarious. I mean, everybody's just like caricatures of themselves.
Yeah, I mean the DC animated stuff is really good. I mean, they just honestly at this point, I wonder if we're not better off just closing shop and just starting over with the DC.
I mean, well, I don't know if you heard, but Gal Gadot is coming back for Wonder Woman 3. Yeah. I just hope they get different writers because that last one was just trash. That was a dumpster fire.
It was so horrible.
And Taz, you're the perfect person to talk to about this.
Okay.
Did you watch 1984?
Unfortunately,
Wonder Woman. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, she brings back Steve Trevor, but he's in a different person's body. He's basically possessing someone's body.
I know where you're going with it.
Okay, now had that been a male superhero bringing back his lady love in another woman's body,
yeah,
would that not be a double standard?
Yeah, well, I mean that was some criticism of the movie that basically said that they sexually assaulted the guy who he was in the body. But I
Yeah.
will say this: if she ever wants to let Steve Trevor jump in my body and fuck the shit out of me, then I will sign up for that right now. Like,
who do we fan cast as Flash then? If we don't want Grant Gustin, um, see that's kind of,
I can't think anybody really off the top of my head.
I mean, we got to have someone because you figure, okay, well, the question is, do we want Barry Allen as an established CSI who's been in the lab for a number of years already, or do we
I'd like
want someone brand spanking new?
I'd like an older. I don't want a very young Barry Allen. I'd like not a probably late 20s, early 30s. Barry Allen would be.
What about Scott Eastwood?
I'd be all right with him.
Those anyone that doesn't know who Scott Eastwood is, he's literally the son of Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
And he's appeared in one of the Fast and Furious movies, and he's appeared in the first Suicide Squad movie. In fact, I mean, yeah, he looks like his son, like his father. I mean, could you imagine someone like him as the Flash? I mean, I could see him as the Flash. Some people want him as Wolverine. Some people want him as Wolverine, and I could kind of see that. But I think he'd have to bulk up first.
I've liked the Venom movies, but the thing that sucks the worst about the Venom movies is I really think Tom Hardy would have been a good Wolverine.
Tom Hardy would be a good Wolverine, definitely. I can't see him as Bond. I just can't. That's just me personally.
Supposed to be Bond?
Well, he was in the running, from what I heard.
Oh, really?
But he was in Star Trek.
Yeah, he played the clone of
Picard. The clone of Picard. Yeah.
What was the name of that one?
A Nemesis. Star Trek Nemesis. He played Shinzon.
Yeah. I actually had the Picard figure from that movie. I don't have the Shinzon, but I have the Picard.
I'm going to Steel City Con this weekend.
That's
cool. I'm on the fence about getting Danny Trejo photo op.
Why would you be on the fence about that?
Well, I mean, he's like the only one I would love to get a photo with friggin' John Carpenter.
Yes.
But it's kind of expensive.
I wouldn't mind getting a freaking photo with Jennifer Carpenter.
No relation.
Geekity. Yeah, or Grace Van Dien or what? I mean.
Oh, yeah, she's the daughter of Casper Van Dien. She was did you watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
She was Chrissy, the cheerleader.
Or I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, like considering Ric Flair's a 77-year-old alcoholic who's still having matches, I mean, it's just a matter of time before he's.
Well, you got Oldberg here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had almost the entire cast of Dexter, and then he stepped out. Michael C. Hall, who played Dexter, he was supposed to be there, but apparently he canceled because I guess he's doing tours with his band.
Oh, that's cool.
But the wife, she's doing a photo op with Michael Rooker. That's why her and her bestie are dressing up as Ravengers.
That's cool.
So, well, I'll be hopping in on that photo op because you can do up to 4 people. So her bestie's husband and me, and so that makes 4 of us.
You got to get Trejo, bro. I mean, and I think Robert Patrick's kind of a badass too. Like he was the T-1000, bro.
Yeah, he was T-1000. He was Terminator. He was in Vampires 2. The John Carpenter Vampires 2. He's been in everything. Peacemaker's dad. Peacemaker's racist father, but he was badass. Because like I would get Robert Patrick or Danny Trejo. Those are the 2 I was thinking of. I mean, Carpenter's it's just too much. It's too expensive.
How much is it for him?
I think his is like because it's like I think it's $140, but then the con throws their fees and taxes onto it, so it works more like $165.
Damn.
And I mean, if I had more money, I might consider it, but I gotta think of finances. So I gotta think. I mean, they got Alicia Silverstone. So
she was awesome 30 years ago. Is that now?
Christiana Loken.
Oh, okay.
Hey now, another Terminator. She was in Terminator 3.
Oh yeah.
But she was also in Blood Rain. She was in Blood Rain, and she's been in a bunch of stuff. You got The Perfect Strangers.
Oh, that's cool.
Valky and Cousin Letty. But I wish they would have got Norman Reedus. I would drop the money for both of these guys, Sean Patrick Flannery. They would have had Norman Reedus. Boondock Saints. I would have. I would drop $200 to get a photo with both of them.
I mean,
Easy.
Wayne Knight wouldn't even be bad. I mean, who wouldn't want to get a picture with a guy who got eaten by the Dilophosaurus for the first time?
And Newman. Hello, Newman. But let me pull up the tickets here. Yeah, because he was also in Dexter as well. But they had a lot of people drop out. Michael C. Hall, Jennifer Grey, Ernie Hudson, Paula Abdul, Michael Bain. Anne Heche was in a car accident, but apparently I guess she's in a coma now.
Oh, is she?
I need me a 1/6 scale Danny Trejo to make a kit bash for my 2010 Predators hot toy line. Oh, that would be awesome. But I mean, you can get him, Danny. You know, Hot Toys and Sideshow should be making those because he's canon in Star Wars now.
Yeah, he is.
He was the Rancor trainer. I mean, Danny Trejo is. There's nothing he can't do. He's been in zombie movies.
He's been in everything.
I mean, he was a vampire in
he was Machete.
God. Yeah, he was Machete. And he scored with Britney Spears in that one movie, remember?
Did he really?
With her and her mother. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Trust me, there's certain things you can't forget.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anne Heche, but I guess now I was pulling up stories about her. Apparently she was under the influence. Not alcohol, drugs. She was coking it up.
Wow.
Apparently she crashed into somebody's house. I can't believe Mia Farrow is still like doing autographs. I mean, to me, her claim to fame is being Woody Allen's ex-wife. I mean, that's all I know about her.
Yeah. Wait,
Jennifer Grey.
No, she played Carrie, the first Carrie.
Did she?
Yeah.
No, that was Sissy Spacek. I thought it was.
I thought it was Mia Farrow.
No, I'm pretty sure.
You might be right. I don't know.
Now, James Remar, I would definitely think of getting autograph or a picture with him. I mean, he's been in so many films, but I mean, Warriors. He was in Warriors. I mean, to me, that's one of the best movies, one of the greatest movies of my childhood.
Yeah.
But like Michael Rooker, I mean, it's he was in Days of Thunder, Sixth Day. I mean,
so many things.
Walking Dead. I mean, it's Merle.
He was in Tombstone.
Yes. I mean, he's been in everything. Duffman says, I thought about that. I am hoping to make him for a Star Wars line. Would make it so easy to convert that over to a Predator Danny Trejo. Yeah, I mean,
that was one of the few things I hated about that Predator movie. Is he was one of the first ones to get killed. Like, I would have loved to seen a Danny Trejo Predator battle.
I mean, he was in Triple X. He was in the first Triple X movie with Vin Diesel. Yeah. He's like, okay, funny guy. You're gonna keep laughing, eh, funny guy?
Oh my God, Will Wheaton.
Yeah. Shut up, Wesley.
I just take a picture of him so I can punch him in the face.
My wife's bestie is actually doing the photo op with him.
Oh.
It's
I'm sorry.
Wesley was just annoying to me on Next Generation. Just freaking annoying.
You kept hoping he'd die on the show.
No, he actually makes. Spoiler alert! He makes a cameo in Picard season 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, like, spoiler alert! You know what happened with Q in that, don't you?
Yes. Well, I watched the series when it came out.
Yeah, that was shocking.
I was frozen. Like, oh my God!
I didn't know that could happen.
Oh, about him ending his existence?
Yeah, I did not know that Q's had a lifespan.
Well, I think that, long story short, I think it has to do with Voyager, because they started the Q procreated during Voyager. I think that altered the continuum, and I think that's where part of that comes from. Because there was a Next Generation, there was a Q that wanted to, it was Voyager, in fact. There was a Q that wanted to end his existence, but he couldn't on his own. So I think part of that, I think it has to do with the continuum, but I like that they, how they ended it. But the next season is going to be interesting because we got all the surviving Next Generation people back.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
everybody coming back?
I don't know if Brent Spiner's coming back in some shape or form, but I know everyone else is.
Well, yeah, because Data
You're getting
died.
Crusher. You're getting he played like another person of Soom's family
Right.
from like the early 2000s. So
Yeah.
they could come up with different like clones or something.
But of all the ones who would have died, why did they kill Data? And I had someone who never made
because
sense.
it's the one you didn't see coming. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the one you didn't see coming. But I mean, if anyone was Spock, Data was Spock.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they brought Spock back, and Data never, not so much. Well, they did, but then they killed him again.
But you're getting Crusher, so Gates McFadden is back. You're getting Worf. You're getting Geordi. Now there's an online game called Star Trek Online, and Geordi is a captain in there.
Oh, really?
And I can't recall if he's a captain of the current Enterprise, which would be interesting.
Oh wow! What about
they got Riker, Troy. Yep. Troy and because Troy and Riker are married, so she's coming back. He's coming back. They got Worf, so they got Michael Dorn, so they got all the surviving members, plus a couple of the people from the previous Picard seasons.
What about Denise Crosby? I wonder if she does like
No, as far as I know, she has nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
But apparently the Enterprise is back. The
Which
Enterprise
one?
D.
They got to be at like Z by now, ain't they?
No. The Enterprise D. Apparently, there's a rumor going around the internet that the saucer that crashed on that planet, Viridian 3?
Yeah.
No, Viridian 4, I think it was. That they salvaged the saucer. The Federation salvaged it, and they have it in a museum.
Oh, wow.
So I guess there's supposed to be a rumor that there's a scene taking place. So technically, the Enterprise D does still kind of exist.
Wow.
I'm like, that's kind of a stretch, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm getting pumped about this Twitch for Tots.
Is Patrick Stewart's getting at age that he looks really frail in that show.
Yeah, he does. But you know what? Here's the thing. I like this for a couple reasons. Let me just read this. Duffman, I'm thinking about a 2-story building with a rooftop for the diorama. The rooftop diorama on my page has the most likes, and it could be very versatile. It could be used for a bunch of different toy lines. Okay, and the only thing I would have slight concerns about is how it's being shipped. That's the only question I would pose to that. How it's being shipped, that would be the only thing I can think of. Such as Spider-Man, I mean something like that, like a NECA size. Like NECA has that 2-story one, so I think that would definitely draw people, especially if it's an original one. It's not something that people can get anywhere else. I think that could definitely draw a lot of interest in it. That cover the materials, make the dial, and you handle the logistics. Yeah. Okay.
Whoa. Dave? Oh, shit. I don't want to be the main dude here. Dave, come back to me. Hi, everyone. Guess I'm hosting Dave's Live because...
I'm still...
I was like, oh, fuck.
Yes, come on, you got this.
I don't got it in me no more, man. That's yeah. I've had a horrible week. Like Monday at 4:45, I got an email saying that my company was restructuring and that I had to be on a conference call at 10:30 Tuesday morning to see if I still had a job.
Oh, geez.
I do. I actually got a promotion and a pretty substantial pay raise, but my boss and one of my other best friends lost their job.
Oh,
so I felt like trash, man. I
mean, I guess it's kind of hard to feel like, well, I'm still here, but now everyone, like my friends, are now gone. So
yeah, like when you find out you're getting a pay raise and a fairly substantial when you're supposed to be in a good mood, and I just haven't felt it. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, but see, sometimes your job, it's the people that make it.
Yeah.
Fun.
And I had a really good boss. He's a really good guy, and he'd been with the company for 43 years and was literally trying to make it one more year. And I don't know. I don't know, man. Just a lot of bad stuff going on. It's just aggravating.
Duffman says, buddy, I got all that figured out. I've been shipping dioramas for a while now. It will break down and be completely magnetized for easy shipping. This man's got methods.
He's on top of his game.
You ever see him on? Well, you don't have Instagram. So.
No, I'm thinking about getting on. So that's probably going to be happening in the next week or two.
Actually, let me just pull up Duffman's Instagram if nobody objects to that.
I do not, Dave, because I am actually going to have to jump off here and go to bed. I got to get up at 5 in the morning, and
I got to get up early too because we're heading down to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I got to train a guy, but hey, man, thanks for
having me. There we go. And, this is some of his stuff right here.
Oh, that is great, dude. Is that a Nightmare on Elm Street house down?
Yeah.
That is badass. That is really badass.
The man does good work.
No doubt.
I mean, it's just some of his stuff.
Dude, he don't mess around. That's awesome.
No, he doesn't. Thank you for hopping on, Tasman. Hope you feel better. Hope your the rest of the week gets better. Hopefully you get a nice enjoyable weekend.
We're till Friday. Like I had stopped drinking for the most part. And dude, after I found out I got, I was happy I kept my job, but after I found out my buddies got let go, man, I got hammered like the last 2 nights, and I'm just like, oh, yeah. But anyway, that's saying, that man got some skills.
Yeah, and he's already got planned out. Like, you would just use the money raised from the raffle to cover the shipping to the winner, and could get the shipping down to $35 to $40, no problem. Yeah, I use pirate ship, and that's like the only way to go for me. Oh, that Captain Balding's dio is 4 feet. He's got a Captain Spaulding diorama.
Oh, from the Devil's Reject.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. You got Edward Scissorhands. This looks awesome right here. Like, this is, I think this is like what you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's Arnold and the Predator, and that's sweet.
Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, something like that would just be killer. I mean, you can tell, man, he takes a lot of pride in his work. That's
oh awesome. Yeah, that's just,
that would be badass right there.
I guess this is like with them in pieces, but like, that's just insane.
Yeah, dude. I mean, just the little details, I think, is what he seems to really do better than a lot of the ones I've seen online and things like that. The devil's in the details.
There you go. You got Jason, you got Spaulding right there.
Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool. Well, brother, I'm going to crash. Yep. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, Taz.
Keep rocking it out, man. You do great work. We appreciate everything you do, dude.
Well, I have my off days. I mean, earlier this week I was thinking about, stepping away.
Yeah, and I don't know if you got my message.
I did.
No fucking bully you.
It's I realize I'm not gonna be someone hitting 1,000, if ever or anytime soon.
I don't realize that about you. I think you have good shit. I mean, how many subs are you at right now?
500 and let me just double check. 587.
I mean, dude, you're getting there, bro. You're closer to 1,000 than you were.
No, sorry. Apparently, I got another sub tonight, 588. It's sometimes you get it because you see everyone who like, oh, this person's hitting this goal, this person's hitting this goal, and they're focusing on one thing. Me, I'm all over the place, so that's how my channel's going to be,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't call out no names, but I mean, I do think there are some, and I'll probably take shit for this, but me, I don't give a shit. I do think there are some people who have bought subs. I mean, I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to, I'm not going to throw.
And I get message on Instagram.
If you think I'm talking about you and you haven't bought subs, then I'm not. But if you think I'm talking about you and you have bought subs, then I'm right. So fuck you. Darth Taz, remember?
But yeah, I mean, I get messaged all the time, and I will never do that because personally, that doesn't sit right with me because then I can't be proud of my work.
I get where you're
You know?
coming from. I mean, yeah,
That's
I
just
don't
how I
have
was
a
raised.
problem with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you do it, at least own your shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fuck up all the time, and I own my shit. Like, I think I subbed to you. I'm not
And
even
and
sure.
Lack, I think we're gonna do the Battletoads game on Tuesday because we did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, and I think we're gonna do the Battletoads on Tuesday.
But I know like Ed, he wants to get 1,000.
Yeah.
And I mean, Ed, he's one of the hardest working people in the business. You are too, but I mean, he's
Yeah.
constantly.
Oh, he's slamming content on vacation. This
Yeah.
guy. Did you see with him and AM Dubs?
Yeah. I mean,
And then I saw the video of like
he might be meeting me the first of next week if we can work
Okay.
something out to do a double whammy. But I mean, you work that hard, and good things are going to happen eventually. It might take a while, but I have no doubt both of you guys will get there. And like I said, it's easy to look at, and I'm not saying, not trying to piss some people off. Like I said, if you haven't bought subs, then I'm not talking about you. But if you have bought subs, then I am talking about you. But I do believe there's been some people who bought subs, and that's fine. I mean, if that's how you want to do it.
I don't know for sure, but you look at certain channels, and you kind of just like, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, I mean, certain channels blow up so fast. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah. So it is what it is. But man, once again, thanks for having me. And I know you'll get there. And like I said, don't fucking let people get you down, man. Fuck that shit.
Nope.
I mean,
and this weekend, I'm just starting tomorrow. We're heading down to Pittsburgh. We're staying at a friend's place. We're going to be hitting up a classic pinball, trying to hit up like a pinball museum, and we're doing the zoo. So I'm going to be making some content. I'm going to be recording the entire weekend, and Taz, I can't close my wallet. Let's just say that's how much I'm ready to spend this weekend.
Oh wow, that is definitely some cash.
Well, I haven't been buying really much lately, so I'm trying to save for this because it's a con. You gotta have a little bit of fun, and who knows what you'll find there.
You never know.
Apparently, I may be finding a certain sleeping collectibles there.
Oh, that's cool.
So it'd be cool to it'd be cool to meet one of us in real world.
Yeah, I've met Ed, and he's the only one I met, but we might meet up again. But,
well, one of these days when I hit Ohio, I want to see if we can arrange some kind of meetup down that way.
If you're ever within a couple 100 miles, I'll drive, Dave. I'll find a way.
Yeah, because we visit my wife's family in Cleveland Heights, so we're like in the Cleveland area. So we just got to figure out something one of these weekends.
Yeah, we can meet up somewhere or something. Yeah. I'm easy to work with.
I heard about that. Heard you're kind of easy. So
I was accused of that. I won't even go there. I won't even go there tonight. Yeah.
But he said he loved you.
yeah. He told me how pretty my eyes were, especially the lazy one. But all right, brother. Well, like I said, man,
you have a good one, man.
And you guys stay out of trouble. Love everybody except the assholes, and fuck you. See you guys.
Catch you on the flip side. Bye. So, guys, it is 11:24. We've been going for 2 hours 21 minutes. We're gonna make it even. We'll make it an even 11:30. We'll run to 11:30 and then we'll cut because I still got some last minute packing and I need to snack on something. That's the thing. Blood sugar. When you have gastric bypass, you eat less, but also you kind of have to snack every now and again to keep your blood sugar and your energy up. So yeah, this weekend you got the Comic-Con. And these are some of the pricing. $60. This is before the contacts on their charge. And then taxes on top of that. There we go. Let's just put that up there. Lack says 100 sub giveaway. Lack and subscribe always. But yeah, that diorama, definitely like a 2-level diorama sounds cool. It also depends on the type of diorama. we're definitely going to get together on this. And I'm thinking that maybe we come up with an idea. I mean, like some kind of like alley or something like that. I think it would be cool. Would be cool for anyone who either displays or someone who maybe they like to do posing and unboxings. And a lot of people like to use dioramas in the background. Yep, and you never. I poop solids. I do. I mean, hey, I was 495 pounds at one point, and I'm at 355 right now. So that's an improvement all onto itself. So, and we do South Beach diet, so we count the carbs and we kind of watch stuff, but then we splurge every now and again. Yeah, Danny Trejo is sold out for Friday, but that's okay. That's all right. No, that's Saturday. Session B. So I could do Session B if I decide, but that's 75 on top of whatever they're going to charge on top of that. So we're looking at maybe, could be like 80 or 85 to maybe 95 that I might wind up paying. So I got to decide. I mean, you got like, Edward James Olmos. And I do like Stranger Things, so but I'm not overly psyched about her. Jennifer Carpenter. The John Carpenter is like 120 plus. I mean, he is a legend, though. He is a legend. That's the thing that gets me. They do have a promotion where you can do the car from Halloween and him, which would be pretty epic. Christiana Loken. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Robert Patrick is $80, so I'm still gotta decide. I had my gallbladder taken out too. My wife had her gallbladder out and she had the surgery, but she's had some complications. But that's just health stuff in general. So we'll see what happens. Sean Patrick Flannery. We got Jesus, Tom Payne. So I don't know. I think I want to just kind of save my money and use the money on pickups at the con. And here's the thing, I'm going to be wearing a Proton pack, so I have to figure out some way to carry the stuff that I'm buying along with my gear and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be carrying gear and have my phone on my logging mount, so that's going to be interesting. So it's going to be a fun time, I'm sure. I just have to find a way to carry everything that I'm going to be buying because I'm sure I'm going to be buying lots. So we'll see what happens. So guys, that's it. I want to thank everyone for hanging out, everyone for coming on the stream, everyone for hanging out, talking in the chat. I want to thank Wolfpack, Dark Taz. We got the evil Taz himself. We got Duffman Dioramas. We got the Lack Attack himself. We got Colbane. Thank you for popping through the chat. Thank you, William H. Macy, or William H. Grimley. I said William H. Macy. Yeah, I think I'm a bit tired. Rolando, Ricardo, everyone who came through the stream tonight. Kat, Chad for subscribing. Thank you. Welcome to the Dimension, the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. You guys are amazing. Again, I just want to thank everyone for being a part of the channel. We're at 588, but more importantly, Colbane is 25 away. He is at 575. He is 25 subs away. Please share his channel to anyone and everyone you know. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, anything. If you have a MySpace, put it up there too, guys. But guys, that's it. Until next time, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying keep on busting. And I will always catch you on the flip side. Take care.